in order to understand this hunt, I really need to take you back to September 1st of 2015. And we call in a nice little 5x5 bull. He stood there at 15 yards and I was at full draw for about 30 seconds, hoping he'd move a little bit, give me a better shot. I went ahead and took the shot at 15 yards.
I stuck a bull, but it was far back. He was quartering away. It wasn't a great shot. I got a little caught up in the moment being my first one.
And regrettably, I never found that bull. I went back the day after, searched for hours, and there hasn't been a week go by the past 2 years that I haven't thought about that experience and that bull and what might have happened and why my arrow, didn't get penetration. Anyway, so this hunt for me, it's about making amends for past mistakes. It's about learning and returning, I guess you could say, to become a better hunter, to fix mistakes and do things better because you've made mistakes. Anyway. Well, we thought we had the basin all to ourselves here, but about 10 o'clock, another hunter pulled right past us. Gotta beat the competition. Logan's all tucked away tight.
Yeah.
Ready to get up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, to beat Rod and Todd up the hill.
To beat Rod and Todd. Here we go, baby.
Let's do it.
Opening day's tomorrow. I felt pretty crappy this morning. I took one too many NyQuils. They're not talking. It's August 30th. It's pretty early.
Here we are at the tree stand. I can think of safer places to be in the middle of a lightning storm. Sorry, Katie. Got the group of elk we're tracking several hundred yards behind me still. But we are getting ready. They were feeding this direction.
I got super bad allergies, and it tears me up every year.
Speaking of jacked up.
Last time it was my tire.
Yeah.
Archery, I think it's not supposed to be like this. What? I just heard an elk. Maybe you heard a hunter. Maybe. Go ahead. Steven is getting a little bull crazy. He thinks he heard one already. Maybe he did. We're just not quite sure if this is going to work out in the snow today. But we drove 4 hours to get here, so we got to give it our best effort. So we're hiking the mountain. We've binoculars are all crazy and foggy. I can't tell whether it's cow or bull, but we're shooting anything today, so.
There's Dan, my neighbor, and his dad's down here. There he is, Brad. May we have much success tomorrow. May the elk come after our every call. And maybe we shoot early and often. Good night.
Okay, it's dark 30 in the morning.
So when this season began, I was absolutely certain that this would be the year where I would harvest my first elk. But as any hunter could tell you, especially one who carries a bow and the arrow up the hill, there just are no guarantees. What I have learned, though, these past 3 years, is that these emotional roller coasters of extreme highs and yet the lowliest of lows in archery hunting are absolutely real. I have felt them both. And it's tough to recover from trip after trip and season after season where nothing seems to go your way and you continue to come home empty-handed, and it's easy to want to lay the bow down and live by the rifle alone. But you know what? If you're like me, you get a night or two's good rest, and you just can't help but to think about next year's bow season. And so we'll see you next year on the mountain.